So, you're probably wondering what's going on. Well, let's just say that I am done. So done playing these things. Oh, gonna have to go back. Okay, no biggie, no biggie. We're just gonna go back and go back to the original. Those look scary. We'll just go back to the 21.11. I was on the other one, 0.10, because I wanted to play this, but I still can't connect to it. I have tried a few. This was the last one I was on. Maybe this one too. These two were newest. And I'll explain. So this is gonna be my Forever World peaceful mode, but this will change in terms of just where I'm at. So I won't make this a long video. You can watch as I farm all these. It's like homework. It's like college. It's never ending. By the time you finish the lap, there's more pumpkins. Anyways, so why no more? So the Salem was a server I was on. It used to be limited to 1 hour. So you had to, be wise and know how you were gonna spend your time those 60 minutes before the server kicked you out. So that was that for a while until, yes, I am next to a village. I love my villagers. So that was before the change. Eventually, they let us know on the Discord that we would have, eventually, they would change what's it called? The option, right? That it would no longer be limited to 1 hour, and yeah, it was changed. I was able to confirm that we could play as long as we wanted. It was no longer limited. There used to be like a bar. I don't know if my mouse can. Yeah, right here. Like right here, it would say how much time you had left, and it would give you like a warning, like, hey, 3 minutes left. It would say it on the chat as well. But yeah, it was a pretty cool server. It was vanilla, it was regular, it wasn't on peaceful mode. Otherwise, I would love it. So, you dealt with the regular mobs, you dealt with the patrols, the illagers showing up, all those, pillagers, sorry. Illagers are a specific pillager. Geez, the one was this weapon, right? The axe? Is that, am I wrong? I'm not very familiar with it all. But anyways, I eventually couldn't get into the server anymore, which is fine. I mean, I do miss the opportunity of sharing. Oh, look at that. 2 pumpkins over there. What did I tell you? Another one. Anyways, wow, okay. I do miss the opportunity. Like, I know I played today, but my point is that, how can I explain? So when it comes to a server, it depends on the server, right? It depends if you show up like this, or if there's actually like a welcome page where you join and you're all in the same place, and there's like different places where you can travel to, you can travel, you can explore, you can read the rules, different things like that. So It depends, right? There's either something organized there, or it's like this, where you just show up on the server. So, anyways, either way is cool, but I've noticed that in those where you actually, there's a spot, there's rules, there's information, there's like a tutorial, which is cool. But eventually, I realized that it was a lot. Honestly, I remember writing down all the slash stuff that you could type in the chat, like set home, jobs, slash rules, things like that. It wasn't that much to record, to write down, to keep track of, to remember in terms of, being on the server. But like, I knew I couldn't sleep because then everybody would have to sleep to pass the night. There were mobs, of course. Most of them would be on fire by the time I left the house. And, they had jobs where you could, break blocks. You could be a lumberjack, and that's cool. You can claim your own land, but just the fear of somebody finding you, of someone, I don't know, fighting you, I guess. Not just finding you, tracking you down, but also wanting to take your stuff. Although I know some of them had to keep inventory on still. There was this fear of not just any mobs, but of like the players themselves. Even though it was like a chill server according to the name or the description where I found it, I still felt unease. Now, when it comes to my own world, like I said, this is going to be my forever world. Yeah, I have a village, and they pretty stay where they are. They don't come over here. I know I've had the wandering trader show up a few times. And I have been watching videos where they give you advice to stick with the forever world. And I don't mind. I mean, I'm on peaceful mode, which is great. I love it. I can do what I want. And I honestly would rather share the things I have. Like, even if I'm not on a server, I don't mind sharing. Because it's hard to maintain a forever world, I'm sure. Sometimes I just want a break. I want something different. And then different is like, oh no. Back to my forever world. It's like leaving home. It's like, oh no, I should have stayed home. But it is what it is, and we learn from it. And I do love that we can actually learn from each other. We can record videos and give advice and just share. Really have a community. I mean, this is my favorite game. I can play this all day long. But there's other things to do, so I just wanted to explain that. If you do play on the Salem server, you might find a house or 2 or 5 where I might have left a sign or 2, and it just says, HS of Harley was here. I might write the date on there. Like I said, I don't really have access to it anymore, so if you find it, then cool. But I'm staying here, honestly. I just don't see the point of a server anymore. Like, it's cool, you get to like share with other people, you get to build, and it's, most likely people will leave it as it is, and cool little reminder. Or I know for the server I would build different houses. For me, I like to move, and I remember that recently today when I was playing on that Blossom server or the Chill Earth one, you could claim your land, which is cool, you know. But if I wanted to leave, I had to unclaim it. And, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like, I had to... Extra steps, right? I couldn't just pack my bags and go. I had to make sure I unclaimed it and all that stuff. And I was like, you know what? Nah, this ain't for me. Yes, I'm playing with a key and mouse. Keyboard and mouse. That was not ready, but it's like I am just done. Alright, so we can get rid of that. And we can get rid of these. Okay, we'll just do that. We'll see if we have to empty another pocket. Did I? I did, okay, good. Good. Yeah, it looks nice, but eventually it's gonna grow back, so it is what it is. I honestly have tried to play this on Nintendo. Worst, like 3 nights of my life. I could not figure out the controls. I remember spinning in a dark room. It was just terrible. I had no clue what to do. I was scared. I was paranoid. It was just terrible. But here we are. I appreciate you. I really do. I mean, you could have been watching some other video, but you decided to hear me out about why I am no longer going to be on servers. So I do appreciate you. I don't want that. There we go. So what? How are we going to maintain this forever world, right? How are we going to do that? So, I honestly... Should I do that? So one of the advice was to build something for each thing. Like a place where you can keep your tools, a place where you can put all the wood, a place where you can put all the food, like a butcher shop where you can put all the meat, you know, things like that. Oh look, I'm halfway, maybe-ish. Oh, I'm missing a carrot. How are we gonna do this? I guess we could plant this. We could plant it. I just don't enjoy being in the water when I do something wrong. Okay. Let's see if we can collect the stuff that we had over here. Yes, we can. There we go, carrot. Were we planting carrots before? I forget. I think we were. We just ran out. Alright, we're gonna have to eventually get rid of all these things. Alrighty. There's that. But of course, there's also the possibility of somebody wanting to be nice. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I need to go to sleep. Anywho, we will after this row. But yeah, having to unclaim and the stress of a mob showing up, and I know I'm gonna, you know, have to keep inventory, and it's fine, it's part of the server, but still, it's terrible. So you have to do Go through all these things and then at the end, bam, you know? What can we throw out? Guess we can throw out dirt. Alright, we have wheat. Whoops. That's how I fix it. We are still needing people. Ooh. Okay. Alright, let's... I'm sure I can't sleep, but still. What a beautiful color. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night, and yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening, and as always, God bless.